Hello and welcome to the channel in Kingdom Come Deliverance hardcore mode. So we just managed to get some information from Ulrich about sources of quicksilver and stuff like that for the mission. And we also found out that Fritz and Matthew had a fight at the monastery and beat someone up, and that's why they owe money. So we're going to head to the monastery and have a talk to see what they did and see if we can maybe help them out. So the part of the monastery we need to go to is the infirmary part, I think. At least that's where it looks on the map. So first step will be here, and then we'll go around here looking for a forge, because apparently the blacksmith here is up all night. So there should be a forge somewhere around there. There he is. He should know something.
I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me. And I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be out.
I really don't care. Let them live in penury. Brutes.
Such spite is unchristian. Yeah, we'll go on that side.
Isn't that a little unchristian? You wouldn't want personal spite to ruin their lives, would you?
Well, those were just idle threats, really. If they come and apologize, there's always a possibility of forgiveness.
Okay. Tell Fritz the news. I get the feeling Fritz isn't gonna care. Anyway, they're on the way to a completely different place. So we're looking for a forge. Blacksmith. There you go, straight away. Right here. Apparently he works all night and keeps the neighbors up. Is this the blacksmith? Doesn't really look blacksmithy. This guy looks more like a blacksmith. Bald head and stuff. You're trespassing. So the red means you'll get called on site. Blue. Oh, I only just realised that. Oh, cool. Where is he though? It's almost night time. The blacksmith should be there.
Snow was ankle deep.
Maybe he's in his little cabin. We'll just pick it, see what happens. Too difficult. Nothing's too difficult when you got alcohol. Well, in this case, I guess it is. Oh, we can actually save your snap start. It's technically alcohol, so. There we go. That worked out good. Examine.
Copper. And quite a lot of it. I wonder what Zach will have to say about this. Copper. And quite a lot of it. I wonder what Zach will have to say about this.
very hard. This worked out good, breaking into here, didn't it? Oh, this is his inventory. I love it when that happens. Lockpicks and a locked chest. Okay. Your horse can't carry anymore. Oh, I forgot to empty my horse. I always do. And I don't think we can ride the horse at the moment. Nope. Okay, well, I guess we'll stumble to the inn and then we'll stumble back. So we just put all of our stuff in the chest. Turns out we stole some armor kits and stuff. We got like 10 of them. And we slept because it was nighttime. And so now he should be here and we'll confront him.
God almighty. Has something happened to you? Take care.
Is there a bath or something? How are my stats actually affected at the moment? Oh, my speech and everything's still great. It's literally just, that's cool. Because, normally you get a debuff. Nightmares are shrunken. Your stats are temporarily reduced by 2. But most of my stats are increased by more than 2. So it doesn't actually affect me apart from strength. Oh, that's cool. I only just realized that. Do you work?
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd like to have
I'd want to
something
commission
made.
you to make something.
Then you best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
So why are you hoarding copper in
I
the
see.
barn?
Then it's a little odd that you have baskets full of raw copper in the shed round the back.
You've been in my barn? Best make a head start before I talk to the bailiff.
Your workshop's supplying a counterfeiting gun. I'm not going anywhere until you tell me the truth.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copy sheets here, and I wanted to keep it quiet.
Why?
Pays me good money, and the people I do it for. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them.
Is someone
Did they
threatening
threaten
you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they wanted.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. But show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for some thugs to come and burn down my house. Or worse.
What you'll get from me is much worse. You shouldn't be working
If
for
you lie
criminals.
down with dogs, you shouldn't complain about the fleas.
There's no need for threats. We can both benefit here. If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain small matter. One that'll cover up for my loss of earnings.
How dare you try to make deals with me?
You've got cheek. Not only are you in with the counterfeiter gang, but you lied to me on top of it. You should be on your knees begging for mercy right now, not trying to make a profit.
I didn't know what they were doing.
But now you do know, and you've still got the cheek to try to strike a deal with me. So Rad's are definitely going to be hearing about this.
You're right. I'm sorry, I overstepped the mark. I certainly didn't mean to offend one of Lord Radzig's men. One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow
Rapota.
cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth shut.
And where can I find this Rapota? Or the knight?
I don't know exactly. But I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chapel under a big tree.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I know.
Well, that'll do me for now.
Young man, About that matter I need help with. I'll gladly pay you.
Tell me what's
First,
going on.
tell me what's going on.
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto Rabstein's business for my son Vitus, but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitus. Despite the insult, I doubled my offer, but Master Otto still wouldn't budge.
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitus isn't such a dolt as he thinks, but for that I need someone experienced in combat.
I can
Well, that
handle
doesn't
that.
sound so bad.
I need an
I'd like
armor
to make you
smith.
an offer. Have you heard about Pribyslavitz?
Don't bother me now, young fella. I've got that sneaky fucker Otto to deal with.
Ah, so
What's your plan?
Otto's busy making a very pretty suit of armor for the bailiff. So I was thinking, if we could show that pretty armor of his is absolutely useless, he'd be disgraced.
And how am I supposed to see to that?
Well, I'd reckon we'd arrange a duel of champions with bludgeons. You'll put on Vitus's armor, and Otto will send his champion in that tin shit of his. You invite the bailiff to watch, and Otto will be made a laughingstock in front of everyone.
And what do I get out of it?
Vitus will let you have the cuirass from his suit of armor, and I'll throw in a few groschen on top.
Sounds good.
yeah, it does.
And I'm sure a fella like you will be glad to be on good terms with the best armorer for miles around, eh?
That remains to be seen.
Okay, agree.
Agreed. I'll get to work on it.
We do need armors.
Go to Otto first and talk him into it. Then go to the bailiff so he can announce it and get spectators. The more people see it, the better. We'll bring the armor to you at the combat arena.
We do need more. We do need an armorer for Pervisculates. Pervisculates. Oh no. Oh no. I need to practice, I think. Pervisculates. I can't. I just give up. For it, from now on, it's going to be known as our town. For our town. Challenge the master armorer to a duel.
Yeah.
These words are so hard. The only ones I can say is Sassow and Skillets. And probably Ratai. If I'm saying it correctly, I don't know. What other ones can I say? Oh, U-shits? U-shits? Something like that.
Yeah.
But definitely not privet skillets. Oh my god. Alright, so we've got to find this armorer and challenge him to a duel. They should be pretty easy. We've got insane level speech. Oh, our speech also just upgraded. Every 4th level. What can we unlock next? Trustworthy middleman at 12. At 12 we get... Oh yeah, we're almost there. Once we hit level 12, then we can start selling stolen stuff to any merchant, which would come in handy. Alright, here's armor. We gotta convince him to fight. The suit of armor we're going to get is probably going to be terrible, but at the very least,
God be
we'll
with you.
be able to recruit him.
Master Armorer, I have a message for you from Blacksmith Zach.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back and tell him I'm not selling, and that's that.
No, this is another matter. Vitus wants to challenge you to a duel.
What? Me fight with that brat? Zack must have lost his mind entirely.
Are you afraid?
Surely you're not afraid of him, Master Otter.
Ha! Me? Afraid of him? Nonsense. But a respectable craftsman like me can't be seen battering a barely trained runt.
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armor. Zack chose me to wear Vitus armor.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own? That sounds reasonable.
Good. So let's agree on the time and place.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you. Now, I'm sure Zack is paying you well.
Not doing
Maybe
it for
I'm just
coin.
doing it out of love for my neighbour.
Aye, a regular good Samaritan, no doubt. I could pay you more, and I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you. What do you say?
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zack would take it.
No, you fight on Zack's side and lose.
No.
Forget it.
Suit yourself.
So, choose the time and place.
What, me?
You're the one being challenged,
It's all the same to me.
all right? Master Blacksmith.
Not now.
Okay. Okay, so that's how you get... We want the other guy anyway, because he's a little shady. He might buy stolen stuff. I want some shady people.
Asparagus, they'll cut you in half. And cucumbers.
Where's the bailiff? Arrange a duel with the bailiff.
Yeah.
Is that the bailiff there? Oh, the horse. I called the dog a horse.
Good God, you look terrible.
I'd like to buy some grain.
You want to buy grain?
That's what I said. I need regular supplies for Pribyslavitz. I'm in charge of renewing the village.
Well,
I didn't know you
never.
could do this.
So Sir Divish really is going ahead with it.
Looks like it.
Well, it's all the same to me. How many bushels will you be wanting?
I'll need fodder for horses, at least 10 strong animals, and wheat for the baker. He'll have to bake for the whole village.
I can arrange that. Only you'll have to put a share back into the Sasau coffers. To cover the cost of the supplies our lord will be losing on account of it.
I understand.
Have you got someone to transport the grain?
Actually, I don't have anyone yet, but I'll take care of it.
All right, do that. Then come back to me to discuss the deal.
That's cool. I didn't
Here on
know
behalf
that.
of Blacksmith Zack.
Zack? What does that madman want now? Don't tell me. It's another complaint about the Master Armorer. Well, you can tell Zack if you waste another minute of my...
No, it's not a complaint this time.
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of
A
fish.
duel.
Jesus Christ!
Don't worry. It'll be a duel with
Don't worry,
bludgeons.
Goodman Bailiff. No one will get killed. It will only be a duel with bludgeons. Zack chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armor made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion. Whoever falls first, loses.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the village green. Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure nothing untoward happens.
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church. But when?
That's up to you.
We could announce it right now.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's
I'll
do
have it
it.
announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine show for the townsfolk, and I'll finally get that pair and their constant squabbling off my back. Good luck then.
Arrange the duel with the bailiff. We just did that. Oh, cool.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware, Zack, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armorer Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds. And in so much as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out.
We got this, guys. We got
However,
this.
Since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zack, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of Scarlet. And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone. And until first blood is shed.
Okay. We've got
Come,
this, guys.
folks, be sensible, for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready,
Let's begin.
let us begin.
We've got this, guys. Easy. He's an armorer.
You are... Fuck it.
Come on. I'm trying to... Yes.
Don't hurt that.
Trying to do the master strikes on him. Yes! Easy.
You kicked that old bastard's arse, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armor and who's all hot air.
It was as easy as falling for
You shouldn't speak so disrespectfully about Master Otter. He fought bravely.
No need to get worked up about it. You've got to savour the victory, haven't you? Anyway, come by the forge later for your reward.
All right?
I'd like to make you an offer. Have you heard about Pribyslavit?
Don't bother me now, young fella. I've got...
Oh, okay.
Good luck then.
Alright. So we'll go and talk to Ulrich, or whatever his name is, and tell him that we've got some information, maybe.
Yeah.
I think we should keep him on our side, because he did try to kill us, but as soon as he found out that we worked for Sir Wazza, he was more than helpful, so I think we should return the favour. Although he does work for a family that's against the king. But we'll see where it takes us. I want to go back to the armourer as well. We'll talk to this guy too. While we're here, might as
Glad
well.
to see you. I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
There.
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
Here. Enjoy it.
Okay.
That's all I need to know.
Ah,
We
Why not? Show me.
see you later.
Tavern life. Let's try to get a little bit cheaper, eh? What else can we sell? Okay.
I'd like to. What do you say?
It'll take.
Finally.
He'll do it for that. There we
What
go.
out, please?
Is Ulrich here somewhere? There he is.
I might know where the materials from the monastery get passed on to the forgers.
Where?
Up the hill by Sasa Woods.
Shall we go right now?
No, I need to find out more. I don't even know if anyone will be there now, but you could keep an eye out there. In case anyone appears, I mean.
Agreed.
Okay, so what's the next step? Investigate the office. Is this cleared up yet? No. Continue your investigation in the overseer's office. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Quicksilver. So we found out where the copper is. Now we're just trying to find out where the Quicksilver is. So the overseer's office must be up here according to the map. Ah, yep, there we go. Overseer's hand. We've got speech, so we'll get it out of him.
Praised.
Do you have any Quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
What's he? Oh yeah, we've
Can't you?
got him.
In the Sasau Monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the Quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How do you get the Quicksilver to
How did
them?
you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Okay.
Very well. Thank you.
God be with you.
Look out!
Alright, so now we will head there, and Ulrich should be there to back us up as well. So I might actually use the Saviour Snaps before we get there. And hopefully there will be some fighting there, because then that means... Oh! Then that means that we're going to get some more money to put towards our fund. Which, how much are we at now? 6k. Awesome. Want to get as much money as we can. What's this one? Go speak with Master Feifar. We might actually go speak to Master Feifar first, and then we'll go up the hill. I don't think it's like timed or anything, so I don't think it's too important. So he's in the tavern in the middle. And then after we've done that, we'll go and talk to the armourer about getting our armour. Although I'm sure it's not going to be as good as the armour we're wearing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the scribe? Okay.
Yeah.
We do actually need some food.
Come right up. It's a feast for your eyes and your stomach. It's hard to resist. You'll never find better.
There we go. Sessile
Look out.
scribe.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
You look different,
Further?
Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I know where they get the sheets.
I found out where they get the copper sheets from.
Really? So tell me.
It's the smith on the monastery craftsman's yard. He supplies the counterfeiters.
Do you know how he gets the goods to them?
No. All I know is that someone called Rapota collected the goods.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry. I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something.
I know
found out where they get
Quicksilver.
their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Rapota, once again.
The same scoundrel.
That's all.
Take care.
Okay, so we'll go and talk to the engraver. And we're just not to mention his name. We should be able to do it. I feel like we've leveled up to the point where stuff like that just doesn't really matter. Okay, so we'll go to the engraver's workshop. And then we'll go and see Zach. I'm just waiting for... I'm doing it like this. Instead of going straight to the hill, I'm doing these little, like, bits here. Just in case they give extra information. Because I've found sometimes in this game that if you don't do the small stuff, you sort of lose a little bit of money or something like that, or an item. So I'm just trying to cover all bases.
I'm glad to see you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
Do you work
You've
here
got quite
alone?
a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
Does Florence have any
enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I've got a message for him.
I'll have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
Okay. So we've got to get... Where's the baker's cellar? Talk to the engraver. Okay. Yep. So we'll quickly go and get our suit of armor. And then we'll talk to him.
I'll come for my reward.
Of course. And thanks again, lad. It's worked wonders for my trade.
And will Otter sell you his business?
I don't know, but the way things are looking now, his trade will soon be dead as a doornail anyway.
You told me I'd get that kiras made by Vitus, and a few groschen on top.
I did. And I'm a man of my word. Here you are.
Thanks.
I'd like to make you an offer. Have you heard about Privis Lamets?
Oh, aye. I heard something about that. What of it?
I'm bailiff there, and I'm rebuilding. We're planning to build an armoursmith's shop there.
And you want me to run it? That'd be great. Come and see me when it's ready.
Oh, cool.
See you later.
That's super cool. So I can be like, hey, I want you to... Whoa, 2.3k. Wow, it's not as good as the one that I got, but it's still pretty good. Wow. Okay. Let's continue.
Yeah.
That was definitely a worth it reward if I didn't play the DLC. If I didn't have the Band of Bastards DLC, that reward was good. And all I needed to do was knock a guy out pretty much, which was really easy. Yeah, happy with that reward. I thought it would be really bad. I didn't think it would be that good. It sort of got me curious as to what the other guy's one would have been like. Okay, so the baker's around here somewhere. Here you go. And he lives in the baker's cellar. So it must be down here, right? Florence, there he is.
I'm glad to see you.
Are you?
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
The executioner will sort you out. But you confessed
You
to
just
me.
incriminated yourself.
One man's word against another. Like I said, I'll deny everything.
And do you really think that's going to help you? Your word means nothing. You've got the tools, the knowledge, and the workshop. The only thing missing is a motive, but I'm guessing it's money.
I don't give a fuck about money.
So what then?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who's Esther?
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
If they take their heels, you'll never see. How do you haggle? I'll
Very well.
save her.
I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
That's quite
my
far
saviour.
away.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
Goodbye.
That's ages away. Still not cleared up? No. Alright guys, that does it for this episode. If you liked it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.